Hello everyone, welcome back to the Great Green. Well, the Great Green? The Golden Treasure, the Great Green. This is episode 3. We just finished hunting and gained some energy. You no longer ache for sustenance, your core mostly quieted. There is, however, room for one more. You may hunt up to 3 times per sun in an abundant hunting ground. Fewer prey exist in a middling or sparse area. Sun and Earth have blessed you. You have discovered a wounded member of the delicious long-ear tribe. Normally, you would have to stalk and pursue it, which is no mean feat, as long ears have swift feet and keen senses. However, this one is sporting a broken leg. It senses you, but it cannot flee. Let combat, the true dance of destruction, begin. Ah, the true dance of destruction. Though your foe is not the most powerful of beasts, you cannot help but shiver a little. Both of you are wagering life, the most precious of treasures, against the skill of the other. Like most aspects of life, fighting is ruled by the elements. Begin by examining both your own current masteries and those of your opponent. The element of fire is one of the 2 elements which rule over combat. As the element of strength and power, all physical damage done is based on mastery of fire. This particular long ear is much weaker than most of its kind due to its broken limb. Do not expect long ears to be this feeble in the future. The other element, which is crucial in the dance of destruction, is earth. As the element of fortitude and endurance, earth dictates how much damage a creature can endure. All actions taken in combat are associated with a particular element. A simple biting attack, for example, is of the earth element, while your burning breath is, of course, a fire attack. When you select an action, your opponent does as well, and the both of them clash together. Certain elements have advantages over others. Water is strong against fire, fire rules over air, and air defeats water. Earth has neither advantage nor disadvantage against the others. Each good beast has a way which gives it certain options and a set pattern of attack. Longies, for example, will always use a repeating earth, water, air pattern. You do not know where in the sequence it will begin, but once you are familiar with an animal's attack pattern, you should quickly be able to tell its next move and turn the fight to your advantage. Let us begin with a simple bite. Being of the neutral earth element, this is relatively a safe choice. Ah, the clash. Both of you have been affected, though you have but a tiny scratch. The long ear is more seriously hurt. Your opponent is battered, and worse for wear. Your attacks are having an effect. As creatures, including you, are wounded, their air, water, and fire abilities will decrease, though earth always stands unchanged. Since it used an air attack, the long ears always use an earth, water, air pattern. We know that its next move will be an earth technique. Nothing is strong or weak against earth, so any attack will do now. Let us use Swift Strike, an air attack, which affects your opponent before you are affected by its attack. The air grows richer with fear and despair. Your enemy is now injured. Good. Additional effects like Swift Strike's preemptive damage always occurs if you win the elemental clash on a tie. They take effect if the element in question is higher than the opponent's earth, and they never occur on a lost clash. The opponent's next attack will use the element of water. Because air is strong against water, let us use Swift Strike again. The redolent essence of the long ear dances on your tongue. It is crippled and stands in the very shadow of destruction. Victory, you gained additional damage and triggered a special effect by using air against water. Long Ear is now badly hurt, and its next attack will be of an air. It is time to finish this. Breathing Fire will bypass most armor, but it costs energy to use. Unlike most simple strikes, it is time. Breathing Fire. Yep, done. Breathe in the fire. Ah, delicious indeed. Future meals will rarely be so easy, however. Be sure to use stalking to observe and get as close as you can. Pursue your prey swiftly and fight wisely. The Great Four, water, air, earth, and fire, shall be your guides. Beware, however, the good beasts of field and woodland are not the only beings in this world. Some have strange gifts, and others, such as the No-Tails, may use their bizarre minds to break the rules of the dance. I have gained some energy. I have learnt the ways of hunting. Well, it's time to learn how to explore. This is the area you have already explored. This is your lair. You can always find your way back here. This is where you found the tailor's slain kin. There is nothing there now, and returning would be pointless, so it is darkened and inert. Still, you will carry the place where it happened in your memory. A colored sigil marks an area in which you can spend a sun hunting if you wish. It indicates what prey you can most easily find there. But beware, too much hunting in one place will drive away the residents. A green sigil indicates a healthy and plentiful hunting ground, while red means that the area is almost empty, with yellow between. Hunting grounds recover with time, but once completely depleted, they remain fallow and dead. A wise predator hunts in diverse locations, allowing the local good beasts to recover. Otherwise, the prey will leave, and the valley will become a flesh-barren wasteland. It is through the act of exploration that new locations, encounters, and hunting grounds may be found. You may only explore an area which is near another area which you have already explored. Exploring a new area takes all sun, but at least one new point of interest will always be discovered, and often more. Go, and do not be afraid. Encountering new things is a basis of strength. Alright, let's explore it. Go and do not be afraid. Encountering new things is a basis of strength. You have uncovered a beautiful meadow. There the grasses grow high, sheltering all manner of good beasts. White sigils mark the places where you have found an interesting scent. These unique locations may harbor treasures, special encounters, or unknown dangers. The scent is especially powerful and has a familiar tang which strongly piques your interest. On another sun, when you are well fed and rested, you should certainly investigate. It may bring well or woe, but so long as you survive, you will grow both within and without. Exploration and survival. I have learnt the basics I need. Hopefully. As new sun rises, you might well feel pleased with your accomplishments. You have explored your surroundings and successfully fulfilled your purpose of destruction. Your core are no longer eggs, and you can turn to other pursuits. There is one matter which refuses to leave your mind. When you explored the Wormwood Meadow, there was a scent there you simply could not ignore. Could it be some new kind of prey, or perhaps a treasure of some kind? You set out to discover a new truth. Your exploration of the warm wood meadow and the strange scent takes you into a vast region of rising hills, lightly furred with brown heather and scaled with green boulders. Air dances more freely here than among the trees, and many tiny beings flit to and fro. You have been exploring for less than half a sun, when the chirping songs of the beings hidden in the grass suddenly stop, and a massive shadow falls over you. Something huge and winged circles above, an adult kin. Suddenly it all comes clear. The scent you found was the border mark of an elder of your people, and you have thoughtlessly invaded its territory before you can meaningfully react. It is before you, landing surprisingly gracefully and quietly across your path. It is vast and beautiful, like a great nation unto itself, but blue, with accents like the storm-grey rocks of the hills. Its scales bear the 100,000 marks of the lovely brutality of kin life, and yet its essence shines healthy and bright from its melted gold eyes, the midnight slit of its pupil eyeing you surprisingly calm. Wait, am I still there? Yeah, God, look at that size difference. One of its teeth, you notice, is jet black. In your mind, you label this kin Darktooth. When it sings to you, you are shocked by the lucidity of color in its thought images, as well as the clear, sharp lines with which it divides its ideas. It is by far the loveliest song you have ever heard. More beautiful by far than the voice you heard while still in the chamber. O interloper, small and barely begun, sing to this elder kin of your future. Shall you perish here for your crime of violating the territory of a greater being, or will you live beyond the fall of this sun? Sing a song of defiance? No. Sing a song of repentance. Whether you live or die is not yours to choose now, but the choice of the greater being whom you have angered, but you unknowingly injured. I'll sing a song of repentance. After hearing your song and watching your low-headed dance of submission, Darktooth's tail settles into a less threatening position. Humility is the beginning of wisdom. You may perhaps taste the morning sun's rays again. As you lie there, flattened in submission, images begin to enter your mind, a sequential song of images and concepts, and it dawns on you that you are being instructed. Darktooth is teaching you many things. The song of annunciation, in which you declare your presence in another kin's territory and request audience. The song of welcome, the song of challenge, and many other songs which unfold from the first, dances which communicate more complex emotions and intentions than the ones you already know, dances of respect, of warning, of curiosity, of uncertainty. Now barely begun, what is my intention? Do I intend to destroy you and consume your young tender flesh? Speak of my hidden mind. Well, he wouldn't have taught me things if... They wouldn't have taught me things if he wasn't going to let me live. Great One, you intend to allow me to survive this sun. I sing a song of thanksgiving for your mercy. Wisely sung. Had I intended to destroy you, I would have done so, and your body would already be within me. To instruct you would have been a waste. Instruction is for those who will live to make use of it. You have gained some air mastery. Darktooth extends its long neck toward you, bringing its vast stone blue head so close you can feel the wind of its breath. You can help but tremble, but resist the urge to strike or flee. The elderkin flicks its tongue out, tasting the air around you, taking a moment to savor your scent. Its tail curls slowly as it settles back into the heather. Its head is turned to the side, looking away from you, as though it is singing to itself. As one sun sets, another rises. It is now but a spark tiniest of flames. To survive, it must learn the great contradiction to every virtue. There is an opposite which must be equally embraced. It must be bold, yet cautious, proud, yet humble, quick, yet slow, fierce, yet gentle. It must learn to spread itself between many truths. The lair it inhabits lies within the land of the tailless ones, the broken custodians. If it would build a land of its own, its destiny lies coldward in the great green. It may survive in this valley for a short time, but it must leave before 2 moons have passed. If it does not, it shall be destroyed. I sing this to myself for my own amusement. Payment is not required. The elder's tail thumps on the ground gently for one of its sides, but you still feel the tremor. Request permission to leave. I could remain silent. I'll remain silent. Dogtooth watches you placidly for some time. It seems very comfortable with silence. The wind blows, ruffling the feathers of your tiny crest, and Dogtooth's own mighty crown and crest. It moves not, and sings not. The thought images drift into your mind slowly yet vividly. Is it moved by fear or respect? Respect. Acknowledging your fear, you step past it, and images of yourself being rent apart like a blade of grass begin to fall away until you find a place of calm. Beneath it all, you realize Dogtooth is the same being you are, a true kin, child of above and below. Reading the many scars and imperfections in its flesh, you can sense a story great beyond singing. Many hard-won triumphs, many trials, many brushes with destruction, and admiration begins to replace terror. You sing a gentle song into Dogtooth's mind, showing it how it looks to you, powerful and beautiful, but also vulnerable. Dogtooth inclines its head as you sing, its single jet black tooth glinting in the light of the late sun. Newly hatched and yet already showing the beginnings of wisdom. The emerald flame seed sprouts what may grow into a mighty tree. Dogtooth rises slowly onto its vast haunches and spreads its hill-covering wings. On a new sun, once again, we shall stand on this plain, the newly begun, and the elder, and you shall grow stronger. Do not return empty-mouthed. Nothing shall be given for nothing, and something for something. It bounds forward, striding over your submissive form, as though it were nothing but a tiny shrub, gathering more momentum, and then spreading its wings, is borne aloft. It turns a wide circle in the air, flying over you. That which is above is like that which is below. It intones directly into your mind as it soars higher. All beginnings are endings, and all endings beginnings. It disappears from view over the Risewood Mountains. Knowing that you have been dismissed, you make your way out of the boundary of Dogtooth's territory and back to your lair. When you arrive, something catches your eye. The rocky outcropping above is glittering with embedded golden stones. You harvest the bounty, softening the stones with your fiery breath to help you pry them loose. As you stow them away in your lair, you wonder, were they there before? Is it possible? I got some treasures. A new sun has risen, and the choice of how to spend it is yours. You have only a short time to discover the wonders of this valley to survive, learn, and grow before the no-tails discover your presence and come for you. From now on, you shall be your own guide. Remember that what you have learnt. Hunt when you are hungry, rest when you are injured, and make good use of the body and mind. You have to discover the secrets of Heartbone Valley. A few dozen suns. If Darktooth is correct, and then you must leave this temporary den. For the emerald reaches of the Great Green, the vast unclaimed empire of trees which lies coldward from here. Your destiny is now in your jaws. The world is yours to discover, as it is for all life. So it is, was, and shall be. Okay. I got some shiny things. I have 5 shiny things. And a bubble. I want to check that. So come across them and them. Anyway, this one's going to be a little shorter. I just finished all the tutorial stuff, but this will be the end of this episode. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care of yourselves. Have a lovely day. Bye.